Wherever you are around the world watching this, we're right here at Commerce House, Lagos, Nigeria. As we count down to the 26th edition of Lagos International Trade Fair and Exhibition, we're right here to have an exclusive package for Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry Television on YouTube. My name is Christopher Morris. We'll be right back after this break.
It is now live in Nigeria. YouTube, the world's largest TV and video sharing platform. Do you want to be seen or watched worldwide? How about making your political campaigns, conventions and rallies a live broadcast via the largest TV on the internet? Do you want to legitimately share both your corporate or religious activities on YouTube and broadcast yourself to a global audience? Have you nurtured how to partner directly with Google and rebroadcast your content on YouTube platform? Do you want to convert your archive content into global residual income? If yes is your answer to any of these opportunities, then welcome to our world. Microrice Nigeria Limited is an accredited YouTube vendor and technical support partner to Google in Nigeria, with a mandate to assist you in achieving your organizational goals via online YouTube channel setup and management, digital media training, and workshops in line with Google standard policy. Call us today on 0705 534 3121 or 0803 581 2081. Get a Gmail account and email newmedia.microrex@gmail.com or watch our success stories at www.youtube.com/wintv247. Microrex Nigeria Limited, the hub of new media and ICT solutions.
All right, with us today is the Director, Membership and Trade Promotion. I would like him to give us an introduction of himself and take us around the world of Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry in a couple of minutes. Sir, it's a pleasure to have you.
A wonderful pleasure to be with you too.
Sir, we know that we are quite young, and the Chambers is one of the formidable force when it comes to commerce in Nigeria and West Africa. Please introduce yourself and tell us about the Chambers.
Well, my name is Dele Alimi. I hold the position of the Director, Membership and Trade Promotion in the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Talking about the chamber is like going back, way back. Let me tell you, it was established in 1888,
okay,
which means it's even over 120 years old. It's one of the oldest chambers of commerce in Africa, if not about number 2 or number 3. And it was incorporated in 1950. And it's a non-profit making organization. It's what I would call a conglomerate of business people all over Nigeria, because sometimes membership of the LCCI transcends Lagos itself, because for a long time it was the only chamber of commerce in Nigeria. So which meant then that other chambers of other organizations, private sector outside Lagos, had to be members. Then the national body, that's the Nigerian Association of Chambers of Commerce, Industry, Mines and Agriculture, NASIMA, okay, was formed from within the LCCI. It is important to correct the impression. The LCCI has a president, and if you are talking about somebody that is in the best position to talk about the LCCI, you talk about maybe first the president of the chamber or the Director General. I am just one of the foot soldiers. Okay. And I can talk about it, but I may not be the best person. But then I'll do my best to also talk about it in such a way that our people will understand very well what the LCCI is all about. The LCCI, I think the founding fathers realized that you must move with time. And as chambers of commerce started growing in other cities, in Enugu, in Kaduna, in Kano, and other industrial cities in the country, they felt there was a need to have a situation where you bring everybody together to speak with one voice. And that was where NASIMA was created. NASIMA is the Nigerian Association of Chambers of Commerce, Industry, Mines and Agriculture. Okay. So that's the national body that now collate the views of everybody in the chamber movement in Nigeria and present it to government on behalf of the private sector. So LCCI funded that body, and for a long time funded it.
Wow.
And waited until it was big enough to carry its own load. So we have a situation where we, as a son now, we are older than the father, which is NASIMA. But because the people that form the executive body of LCCI know where they are going. I mean, personal interest or sectoral interests have to be submerged for national interest. So that is why NASIMA today is a national body, and it's really doing fine. Sometimes the current president of NASIMA was a president of LCCI, so it rotated around the country. So the LCCI, in its own role as the chamber body in the most industrialized area of Nigeria, Lagos, plays a very, very big role in ensuring the emergence of a conducive business environment for the organized private sector. That is the whole essence of the chamber. We want to make sure that business can be done properly in an atmosphere where the investor will get a return for the investment, whether in cash or kind. Yes.
So I want to thank you for the insight so far.
Yeah.
Now, you've been able to share some of the highlights of what the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry is all about. But let's hear some other activities. We know we have the major activities, like when it is the last quarter of the year, there is this anticipation of Lagos International Trade Fair. Yeah. But let's look at activities from the doorsteps of LCCI.
Yeah, there are various activities. It's a year-round thing. The activities of LCCI is carried out within sectoral groups. Sectoral groups, I think we have 16 sectoral groups in the chamber. We have the agric, we have the small and medium enterprises, we have the industrial, we have the banking, the financial services sector, we have the oil marketer sector, we have various sectors. There are about 16. And each of these sectoral groups meet once in a month. They meet once in a month to deliberate on situations within their sector.
Okay.
Whatever situation is now passed on to the council of the chamber. The council is the highest decision-making body. So they discuss their situation within their industry. Whatever they want, whatever they discover, whatever they want done is passed on to the council. What is done at the council is now to look at what is happening in the financial sector, what is happening in the industrial sector, what is happening in the health sector, and we must present the institution that is now going to cater for the interest of everybody. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
So you cannot just decide to talk when the financial sector is complaining.
Okay.
The financial sector's complaint may be detrimental to the industrial sector. So the whole essence of the council is to now balance everything. And the chairman of all these sectoral groups are also members of council. So it is not about shaving their head behind them. They are there when we are looking at all the, okay, you are looking, of course, the industrial group is always looking for very, very cheap credit. The banking group is looking for a way to also make profit from its lending. Wow. So you must be able to balance the two. Yeah. At a point where the man in the industry is satisfied and the man in the financial sector is satisfied. So that's it. So at the end of the day, when it's now going out to government, when the chamber is now making an appeal to government on a particular issue, it is an appeal that is in tandem with the wishes of everybody, right, and not just a sector.
All right, sir.
So that this is a monthly. It goes on week by week, day by day, month by month. So right, that is.
So I want to thank you for that. Yes. Our distinguished viewers, in case you want to know, you're still watching your favorite channel, LCCI TV, and this is an exclusive interview from the doorstep of Win TV 247. We want you to take time out, go for this break with us. When we come back, let's move to the next step. LCCI, Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry. How do I become a member? If I am a member, what are the benefits? We want you to post your comments, subscribe to our YouTube channel as we go for this break. We're right back.
Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, the organizers of Lagos International Trade Fair, the 26th edition being organized by us will be at the Tafawa Balewa Square from 2nd November to 11th. We are inviting everybody. Businessmen from all over the world will be there. Nigerians are invited to come and take advantage of this opportunity that comes once in a year. We've been doing it. It's the biggest and the best trade fair in Nigeria. You are welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to join us and see you there.
So welcome back on your favorite channel, LCCI TV. And this interview is courtesy Win TV 247, powered by Microrest Nigeria Limited, an ICT and media consulting firm here in Lagos, Nigeria. Moving forward, our distinguished viewers, we want to take you around the world of LCCI in terms of membership its benefits, and the relationship of Lagos Chamber of Commerce and other Chamber of Commerce around the country of Nigeria. So, I'm an individual. I run a business. If I want to become a member of the chambers, what are the processes?
Okay. The first thing is your business must be registered, either as a limited liability company or as an enterprises. We also allow enterprises. Once that is registered, all you have to do is pick our form. You can either pick it in our office or you can download it online. And you can also apply for membership online on www.lagoschamber.com. Once you pick the form, you fill it with the necessary information. The process takes about 2 months, and it is that long because we must do our due diligence on each organization that applies. We visit the organization to make sure that it actually exists. We also try to confirm from the certificate, the copy of the certificate of incorporation you submit to us, that you actually genuinely registered with the Corporate Affairs Commission. Once that is done, you are invited for an interview. The interview is basically to discuss the information you have provided for us and your form with you. Okay. We want to make sure, and most of the time the interview is attended by the Chief Executive Officer of the company. We have a membership and welfare committee of the chamber that is in charge of that. They discuss with you, they talk with you, and then once you are seen as, I won't use the word good enough, but once you are seen as a business that deserves to be a member of the Chamber of Commerce, it is passed on to the Executive Committee of the Chamber.
Right.
The process takes about 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and then once the Executive Committee approves, it now goes to Council, where the final note is given. Once the final note is given, you are a member. Members pay subscription. They pay annual subscription, and they are categorized into about five categories. The category is it's done through the annual turnover of the company. So you have the small one, and you have the medium one, and you have the very big ones. So the subscription graduates along that line. We have category A to D. There are 4. Okay. Category A to D. Okay. And the fact that you are in category D, which is the lowest along the rank, does not mean you get the same service.
All right.
We recognize the fact that each entity exists on its own, so you get the same service, but you are categorized. What you are saying is that to the cost of having a conducive business environment, that is what you are contributing to. Right. And you contribute as is.
Right. So let's look at benefits, which is very, very important.
Yeah.
If after going through the review and getting these opportunities of becoming a member, let's hear some of the benefits.
Well, the benefits of being a member of the LCCI are numerous. First, you are tapping into an organization that is over 120 years old. You are tapping into an organization that is well respected by the public sector. You are tapping into an organization that has carved a niche for itself among organized private sector bodies in the country. So you are now coming on that platform. It presents for you a one-stop center for all business information you want in the world. A one-stop business center. We have a consultancy unit that helps SMEs at a very, very, very reduced rate, that provides business information at a very, very reduced rate. That is like serving SMEs almost for free.
Wow.
We also have, that unit also does training. So you can get training in every either cognitive or skill. You can get training from that unit at a very, very low rate compared to people that are not members.
Okay,
because we also do things for non-members too. Now that is in the area. The other area is that we give you a platform where you can table peculiar problems facing your organization. You can have discussion with people who have faced that kind of problems and have surmounted it. So you are working within a network.
Okay.
I mean, maybe you are in the agri sector, and you are working within a network about 200 other companies within the agricultural sector.
Wow.
So you're able to discuss your problems individually with members in this sector, and they are able to give you advices that you can use to better your business. So that network is there. And aside from that, of course, when you have that network, you can do business together. A lot of business within each other.
Okay.
That happens. Aside from that, the chamber also exposes its member to foreign business.
Okay.
We get a lot of inquiries from countries all over the world, businessmen. They want to do business with Nigerians, and they are careful. The first port of call is the Chamber of Commerce.
Okay.
And of course, Lagos is the biggest. They come to Lagos Chamber of Commerce and look, we have this we want to do.
So what is the idea of the trade missions? We've heard about it.
Yeah, the trade mission it's two ways. We have the inward trade mission and we have the outward trade mission. The outward trade mission is the one that is conducted by the chamber. We go into collaboration with the country. You may decide to do an outward trade mission to like Argentina, to Saudi Arabia, to China, and you go with your members. You take these members to the embassy and everything. They get their visas, and a member of the LCCI leads that delegation. So when you get to the country you're going, when you get abroad, you meet businessmen who are also interested in doing business with Nigerians in that sector.
Okay.
So what we are doing is like facilitating international business for our members.
Sorry, sir.
And inward trade mission is just the exact opposite. You have another chamber of commerce or an OPS body outside Nigeria who wants to meet businessmen. Instead of going from company to company when they get to Nigeria, the occasion is that we now bring everybody into the same room. And you have a B2B, what you call a business-to-business meeting. I'm telling you, many members of the chambers have enjoyed tremendously.
So it's on that note that we're going to ask you the level of membership. We know if this organization is this old, 120 years, it's not 120 days. What is the level of membership? How would you rate it? Go for a break.
Okay.
All right, so I want to thank you for that. Let's go for this breakdown. When we come back, let's hear the next steps from Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry. It is still your favorite channel, LCCI TV, and this is packaged by Win TV 247 on YouTube. We'll be right back.
My name is Dele Alimi. I'm the Director of Membership and Trade Promotion of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, the organizer of the annual Lagos International Trade Fair. 2012 edition of the trade fair is holding from Friday 2nd November to Sunday 11th November 2012 at the Tafawa Balewa Square, Lagos. I'm using this opportunity to invite you all, come to the trade fair, bring your products, bring your services to the trade fair. It is the biggest and best in West Africa. We have a business visitors base of about 300,000 over the 10-day period, and it is one of the veritable tools for which to reach the big West African market, not just the Nigerian market, the West African market, because exhibitors come from as far as Togo, Cote d'Ivoire, Ghana, Cameroon. I look forward to meeting you.
Okay, you're welcome back to LCCI TV exclusive, powered by Microrest Nigeria Limited. Today we're looking at Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and we have Dele Alimi with us here. He is in charge of trade and promotion and membership in the chambers. You're welcome on board. So, next steps. Haven't heard about the level of membership and the benefits. Let's look at the trade fair, which is where most of these members play, and it brings together other businesses all around the world.
Well, the trade fair, we call it the flagship of the LCCI, the flagship of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, basically because the LCCI has been able to successfully organize the last 26 years and consistently organize it at the same period every year. It is an avenue for businesses all over the country, all over the world, to come together and interact. And within these 10 days, I can assure you that the LCCI provides a platform for businessmen all over the world to come and ply their trade, to introduce their businesses, to expose their businesses to the world. That is what it is all about.
All right, sir.
And the trade fair we know now, like I said, this year's edition will be the 26th edition, and the exhibitors have grown. From my own statistics, that's grown statistically between 20 and 30% every year.
Okay.
exhibitors has grown every year that way. At least I worked for the chamber now. I was staff of the chamber for about 9 years. I was out of the chamber and I came back again. So I say I've worked for the chamber for about 11 or 12 years, and I've seen the graduation, the way the profile of the Lagos International Trade Fair has risen, the way it has become more popular with time and everything. And you see, we have also taken advantage of the fact that in the last few years, Africa has come into focus. There's been a lot of problem in Europe and America, and people are looking at the emerging world for more businesses. And where else do you go in Africa? Nigeria. We have the biggest population. We have one of the biggest business environment. So people want to come here. So what the LCCI does through the trade fair is to now expose that large business environment to both indigenous and foreign businessmen as exhibitors and visitors.
So that's quite insightful. We would still like you to do us a favor in this exclusive interview. If you have to put it in terms of numbers, haven't had percentage. Okay. Would you say it is X number of exhibitors you had?
Okay. Let me start from like 2010. In 2010, there were about 1,200 exhibitors. In 2011, we had about 1,500. And these figures I'm mentioning are direct exhibitors. I'll come to that later. In 2012 now, when we compare the statistics of the number of people that have registered now, compared with the same period last year, I can see that trend.
Okay.
I can see that trend coming up, and I'm sure we're going to have more exhibitors this year than even last year. And when I say direct exhibitors are the ones that are actually come and register with the LCCI. You have a situation where a chamber of commerce will register, and under the pavilion of this chamber of commerce, let me give you an example: the Nigerian British Chamber of Commerce. Under the pavilion, you may have about 50 organizations who are members of that chamber of commerce. So what they do is they now have each organization has its own staff. You have state government. The state government comes in and brings in small and medium enterprises from its state under its pavilion. They also bring in local government. Local government come in to exhibit the various business opportunities in their own area. You cannot count these ones.
Okay.
So that's why I'm talking about only direct exhibitors. So if you look into those ones that are not direct, a group of companies will come in and take a space, and under this group you have 5 different organizations, and when you enter their stand, you have 5 different exhibitions under that organization. Wow. You can't start counting that one by one. So when you look at also the indirect, we'll be looking at up to 2,000, 3,000 exhibitors eventually.
Sir, haven't had this.
Yes.
This takes us to the next step. Looking at 2012, the anticipation is very, very high. That's going to be very large. Let's look at the innovations for this year's exhibition, from IT level to security to change of location. Please share with us.
Well, let me start from IT. The only thing constant in life is change, and the way IT has turned the world around today, it's only a businessman who is not ready to move forward that will not embrace IT. So what the LCCI has done, I think, since the last 4 years, is a gradual embracing of IT. We started with having a portal where people from all over the world can book and pay right there on the portal without even having to come. And we have seen the foreigners taking due advantage of that. Nigerians are just, we are very conservative and careful. You want to share where you want to pay your money to the person directly and get a receipt. Unlike the foreigners who are used to it, they will just send in their thing, we get their information, and we acknowledge, and we get their stand. But gradually, Nigerians too, with the latest effort by CBN, Nigerians too are getting accustomed to that. So now we are now moving into the area of now putting the trade fair itself on the social media network, where from all over the world you can see what is happening at the trade fair. You can know about the trade fair. With IT, the world is now a global village, and we must be part of that village if you want to be successful. We cannot have a Nigerian standard. You cannot have it. It's an international trade fair, and what the trade fair in the US will do, what the trade fair in China will do, what the trade fair in Asia will do, what the trade fair in Europe will do, the trade fair in Nigeria must also do. There's no Nigerian way of doing it.
Okay.
It is an international, so, and that is why IT has become a veritable tool in selling the trade fair.
Sir, permit me to cut in here because this is where it hits the mainstream. Our viewers now watching us on this platform want to get adequate information about what we're talking about. Sir, the social media space is quite large, and we have seen presently one LCCI TV, which is a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
We want you to share some of the benefits of this YouTube channel with the international exhibitors. What will be their benefits and opportunities on it? Do they have opportunity to do marketing? Can they advertise? We want you to hear.
Yeah, the benefit is outstanding. It's numerous. With this, on this channel, the chamber itself is a membership-based organization, and every member of the chamber will subscribe to this channel. Every exhibitor will subscribe to this channel. And what it is telling me is that when you subscribe, when you put your product, when you advertise on this channel, it means at least you have a base of not less than about 10,000 people watching you, watching your advert, seeing your advert immediately. I'm talking about the confirmed ones. Of course, there are other numerous ones who come in, who are not subscribers, who come in to decide to watch things, to see the way things are going. So it's an opportunity that you are seeing. I don't know how many channels or what newspaper or magazine will give you that in one fell swoop, about 10,000. So it's a very good channel. You put your advert on it. What it means is that once your advert is on it, that information is going to 10,000 people immediately.
It's not just 10,000 people like that, 10 targeted people. 10,000
exactly. targeted people.
Right.
Not it's not as if we are just sorting or whatever. That one goes almost immediately.
Right.
Not to talk of people who now come in on their own to get information from that channel and everything.
So I want to thank you for that. Our distinguished viewers, we hope you've taken time out to absorb everything that is coming from the doorstep of Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry. We actually had it from the origin of the chambers, and we'll move down to the big thing that is coming to Lagos, Nigeria this last quarter of the year, the Lagos International Trade Fair and Exhibition. Please, we want you to post your comments about what you think about the chambers, make suggestions, and you have an opportunity to just click the subscribe button up there in your YouTube page, and you're already getting all information coming from LCCI TV, and this is exclusively packaged by WinTV 247, your favorite channel on YouTube. Christopher Murray is my name, and I'll see you at the next one.
Chamber of Commerce and Industry, the organizers of Lagos International Trade Fair, the 26th edition being organized by us will be at the Tafawa Balewa Square from 2nd November to 11th. We are inviting everybody, businessmen from all over the world will be there. Nigerians are invited to come and take advantage of this opportunity that comes once in a year. We've been doing it. It's the biggest and the best trade fair in Nigeria. You are